we're getting ready to, wrestling industry is getting a big booster shot right now. His buy rate right now on the pay-per-view is 2-to-1. His biggest pay-per-view has been $40 million. Independent people, independent studies are already saying Vince is going to do over $100 million on this pay-per-view. It's going to move him into the third top spot of all pay-per-views of all time. The only two in front of him is UFC when Brock Lesnar won the title, and UFC when Brock Lesnar lost the title. They both did over $100 million too. Vince is getting ready to do a $100 million pay-per-view with his TV ratings down. So we're getting ready to get a major booster.
And then with the network coming out.
Oh yes, now he's got his own network. But
you gonna be a part of the house?
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah, they've been. Believe me, I talked to them. There's something major going on. Believe me, not hype, not talked. All the right people with all the right mind, with the right network. There's things definitely going to happen. There's no way that Vince can just sit there all by himself. Right. It'd be very, very competitive to have another company that's serious, not just looking to come get a paycheck, not just looking to come get $1 million, but hey, let's do something. This is an awesome industry we're in. Let's bring it back to what it was built upon, what made it so great. You know what I'm saying? So just keep your eyes open. You're gonna hear. All of a sudden you're gonna hear, bam! You're gonna. I remember Tatanka talking about something. Wait a minute.
That's right.
Nice.
You're going to see it. It's not a bunch of hype.
And what do you think about like NWA out in Hollywood doing their shows? The talent there.
I haven't seen. I know they've been doing shows. How have they been doing?
They got their weekly show going on.
Oh, what time? What time do they have it?
Shit, I don't know. It's on my DVR. To be honest with you, I know it's late at night.
Yeah,
though.
late at night. Yeah. Sometimes people, they have shows going on, but you got to meet the masses, man. And sometimes they have a show on, but they have it at the wrong time to really to get what you need to. If you're really going to make a run in this industry, you got to be on a major network, prime time. That's where you got to be at. Some of these networks, they're fun, but there's a lot of guys out there, just like Ring of Honor. They're on TV and local TV, but you don't hear people
when they're on.
Correct. There you go. Because it's not a major network, not prime time. If you're going to get in this industry, like I said, what's going on, there's going to be a major network, and it's got to be prime time.
Why
so all the wrestling fans and the wrestling industry goes, wait a minute.
And maybe you'll know this. Why isn't Paul Heyman more active in trying to create that second? Yeah, he burned out.
He just knows it's a different game right now to take that ball and kick it off and do what needs to be done. And he also knows that Vince now has his own satellite now, and he's going to be doing programming 24/7. And Vince also owns that ECW brand too. Right. So Paul would have to start with something totally new.
But I mean, even if he got involved with Ring of Honor, or even if he got involved with TNA with the talent they have there,
yes.
Paul Heyman is like the one guy with a mind that could conceivably rival Vince right now.
Of course. Look what he did with ECW.
Yeah.
All by himself. And it's kind of funny that he is on the outside, not being used somewhere, because obviously he's got expertise in knowing how to make something successful. But he was working for Vince, but I think him and Vince didn't get along. So that's another issue. Sometimes people, but like I said, with Vince, it's not because he's so hard to work for him, and he took care of me, man, paid me very, very well. So if you get on his bad side, though, you're in trouble. He'll put you off to the side. If you really want to fight with him, then you're going to get fired. You're going to lose with him. But Vince also knows too that he is the only company. Right. So it gives him a lot more power to do whatever he wants to do. Believe me, if there was 20 different companies, Vince wouldn't be so easy to let certain guys go.
Right. Do you know the real story behind Vince and Savage?
What story did you hear?
Many stories.
The juiciest rumor was that Savage actually hooked up with Stephanie when Stephanie was a minor.
Yeah, that's what all the boys know. That's what's always been talked about.
One out there.
Well, come on, think about it. You got an iconic superstar, Macho Man, and how long did he go before he had his figure?
Right.
You don't think Vince could have made tons of money with that figure? You got to be kidding me. When you see things like that, you got to know something's out there, and it was him and Stephanie. Yes.
That's why there's some truth to that one?
The boys have talked about it for years. Was I there knowing that that's what happened? But all the other boys that,
probably good
guys that you can believe, that's what they said all the time. So that's the reason Vince was so,
Not a mention of him in Hall of Fame this year.
Yeah, and he should be in already.
Oh yeah, he should have been in the first one.
Come on, that's where the business is kind of like, come on, really?
Whatever happened?
Come on, really? What's going on here? Really? It's just like WrestleMania 9.
You were supposed to get the belt, right?
The office had already decided I was going to have the belt, but Sean, and believe me, this came from two of the biggest people in the industry. They waited for a year later to tell me. Undertaker and Brett, because I drove with Undertaker all the time. My first 6 years, that's who I traveled with, all the time. We stayed in the same hotel, we drove in the same car, spent time with Mark all the time. They waited till a year later, Brett and Undertaker, we were out, and they said, "Tatanka, sit down, we want to tell you something." I go, "Yeah, what's up?" They said, "We wanted to wait this long to tell you because we know that you're really a tough guy, that you would have whipped his ass, and we didn't want you to lose your spot, but you were going to win the belt at WrestleMania." But Sean got with a click and started saying that you were getting a big ego and a big attitude, and went back to the office. And the office is always concerned about that. They're always concerned about someone if they think they're going to get an attitude about giving them the belt. Because when you have the belt, if you don't want to work with someone, that's the problem that happened at WCW. I don't know if you know what caused the fall there, but a lot of guys that had titles didn't want to lose to this guy, didn't want to wrestle that guy. It got so hard for them to try to put a show together, that things started going. You can't be that way. You got to be workable. That's the reason John Cena's had so much success with Vince, because John Cena's always there to do whatever Vince wants. He's a great company guy. Yeah, Cena works hard. And not everyone likes him, but he works hard. He works hard behind the scenes. What he go to you? You don't like Cena?
He hates Cena.
I'm torn. My son loves him. We went and saw him lose the title to CM Punk, and that was the hate Cena crowd.
Yeah, of course. I mean, Cena's always had his guys that
I like ruthless aggression, Cena.
Yes.
I like when he showed up in a pair of pink tights and dropped Angle on his head.
Aggression.
And beat the piss out of him.
Yeah,
I like that version of Cena.
But he's always done everything the company's needed. Personal appearances, autograph signings, never questioned, right there. Bam, and Vince likes that loyalty. People that he knows that if I say you're going to lose tonight, that's it. Doesn't take away from what we do in the ring. I mean, the business has got so physical in the ring now, because I've been there before and now from
so it's more
2000.
Now?
Oh, because the game has just sped up so much more. Guys are getting hurt like crazy. Like, I'm close with Oscar, Rey Mysterio, 4 ACL surgeries.
Yeah.
I mean, 4.
Yeah, we saw him at SummerSlam. He was his braces on outside the ring.
Yeah, it's just got so much more physical what guys are doing and the demand. I mean, even back in the day too. I mean, us in the 90s, the schedules are less now. Back in the day, we were doing 300 days a year. My first 6 years, I did 300 the first 6 years. 300. Vince had me going. Me and everybody else, we were doing 300 days a year. And I've been on the road 60 days straight. Hogan and those guys were on the road 90 days straight before getting home one day. 60 days straight for me, and the guys before that, in like the 80s, they did 90-day tours. Some of these guys owned off, Jake the Snake, 90-day tours. People think that we only wrestle on the weekend. What? 90 days. And we were doing double shots. 2 shows on a Saturday. We'd actually do a show at 1 o'clock somewhere, get out of the building, jump on a plane, fly to another city, and do a night show. They don't even do that now. And the young guys are, oh, this is tough, 4 days on and 3 days off. Guys from my era, we look at them and go, you chumps. You guys are wussies. We need to whip all of y'all. Put all of you together and whip all of you, Because they're crying. They're literally crying. Times. And walking around with a Twitter and back in the day,